welcome back. Hope you're all well. On today's episode, we're going to try and finish off the blocking of this hole. We've got 2 whole blocks over there and 2 halves. So that's what we're going to do on the next row. And the row after that, we had to cut them down to 145 millimeters. And that lintel that you see there is actually out by 5 millimeters. So that end is higher, the other end is much lower, well, much by 5 millimeters. From what I can see, it doesn't seem like it's actually dropped in any shape or form. I think it's just the way it was installed. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. You would have seen me in a minute. You're seeing me in a minute cutting the brickwork outside, getting covered all in dust and everything. This is my very handy, quite tall what can we call that? Trestle of some kind. I mean, if you look where it is compared to me right now, it's just below my chest, so quite tall. And this is the tallest it will get. So the shortest it will get is somewhere around that sort of, somewhere around where those metal wings are, or wing nuts, that's it. So that's what we're going to do. I'll show you outside. So this is the setup I've got. 3 blocks full length, cut to size, 145 millimeters each. I've got all my cement, my sand, my plasticizer, sand colouring, and we're going to measure 4 litres of water into this bucket, and that's all we need. Just 4 litres is like the perfect amount for the amount of sand and cement I'm going to mix. So we're going to mix two of these, and then same sort of a same container. We're going to make 8 of sand, and then we're going to put 0.5. So if you look on here, you'll see, oops, dropped it. You got 20 and 10. We're going to go between 10 and 0, which is 5 milliliters. And for the colouring, we're going to go for 25. Well, yeah, that's what we're going to go for, 25. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'll mix it all up, take it all inside, and I'll see you inside. Whoop whoop. yeah boy. That is brilliant. I think that was just on time. It is about to pour down. State of those clouds. You can literally hear thunderstorms. Thunder just clashing. Sun's about to disappear. And I've just finished my last cut. That's gonna go nuts in a minute. I mean, look at this side. Nice and clear. And as you spin, you can literally hear it. Oh, it's definitely coming. Whoop, whoop. One quick tip when you're mixing mortar is that you should put anything like plasticizer, colouring into the water and not into the sand mix first. So in this case, there's 4 litres of water. So we're gonna give this a good mix. We're gonna give the plasticizer a good mix. And then we're gonna open them up. So you push down to undo the cap. And then we just want, literally 0.5 is all we want. Because we're not mixing a lot, we don't want huge amounts of plasticizer. So with this, you squeeze the bottle from here and it just fills it up from the side. So now we're going to pour this. Make sure this part is up and then you just pour it in. And that's it for that. You can close that up. Or not. Okay. And then this one is my favourite. When you add the colouring, it looks bloody cool. So again, we've mixed it and we've pushed it down and opened it. And I'm going to squeeze the bottle. There we go. And it fills up. I'm going to go for the top marker, which is that one. And then we'll watch what happens when you pour it in. It looks so cool. That is so satisfying. If you don't like it, I do. That looks so cool. The way that just mixes into the water, it looks so amazing. Especially as the way it just goes round and round. Wow, amazing. Love it. Right, hold on. Just give it a little mix. Looks very different once you mix it. That little cloudy thing just goes away. Anyway, so now water is all mixed and ready to rock and roll. And this is the exact amount you want, or I want, for the exact amount of cement and sand that I'm going to use. So let's fill up the bucket with dry mix. We'll dry mix it with the paddle mixer, which is ready to go there. And then once we've dry mixed it, we'll add all the water to it in one go, mix it thoroughly, and we're good to go. So yeah, whoop whoop. Alrighty, so now we're inside after we mixed up our mortar. Here's our mortar all set up. This is only half of what I mixed. I just thought I'll put that on my table, and then once I've used this up, then I'll refill it. And this is the previous job that we've done before. So we're just going to top up on this. That's where we're going to go. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. I've got 3 short ones cut up for up here, and I've got 2 halves and 2 full-size ones to go here. So that's going to be the first layer to go on. Once that goes on, then we're going to have the half ones, 145mm ones. I am now concerned that this might have actually dropped a bit, because looking at the plasterboard there, or plaster, it's come away from the brick a little bit. But looking at the rest of it up here, it seems intact. and that crack was already there, that big crack. So maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, and it hasn't dropped. It just looks like it has. But either way, there isn't huge amounts I can do about it. I mean, look at it on this side as well. Doesn't really look like it has dropped. So let's just crack on, finish it off, and the quicker I finish it, the quicker it will have support, and it will have less chance of going anywhere. So right, let's crack on. Whoop, whoop. Right, so update time. Show you what I've been up to. That's it, done for now. It's almost fully sealed. As you can see, that gap there, there's not much I could do about it until this is all cured. Once all the cement on that is cured, then that will take the weight of all of that of the lintel. Once it's got the weight of that, then I can destroy this side and redo the whole lot. All of behind the boiler, it's all got to be redone. Most likely from somewhere sort of there upwards, and most likely right up to the column here. It's all got to be redone, inside and outside. So that's only going to happen once the boiler comes out, really. So I've got this much cement left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around to the other side and crack on with the bricking. Whatever I got left, might as well just lay. Don't want to waste it. And that was the plan anyway. I mixed up enough to crack on with the other side as well. Even if I get one or two layers done, it's still better than nothing. And then again, same thing on the other side. I can't finish it until the boiler is ripped out, and it's just got to be redone. And most likely all of this plaster and the render, it's all got to come out right back to the bricks and redone, the whole lot. As you can tell, I've been taking it back and it's just been coming off. It's most likely because of the water leak that happened here before. That's why it's all pulled away from the bricks. So I might as well just rip the whole lot out, the lot of it, redo the whole lot. That radiator is coming out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Might as well just rip the whole lot out, get it over and done with, and redo it from the start. To be honest, this has got to be the same. All these columns, that column and that column is both the same. They've got to be stripped right back to the bricks, re-rendered, or whatever, the browning, that's it. Browning inside, on top of that plaster, and that's the way we're going to do it. I mean, probably not me. I might do browning, but plaster finish, not my thing. So I'm just going to get someone else in to do that. So if you know a plasterer who's interested, pretty much there's a lot to be done in the house. As you can tell, all the plasterboards are out in the ceilings, and all of that ceiling is coming down too, because it's got cracks, it's got wallpaper on it. It's all, might as well just rip it all out and just redo it. Honestly, ain't worth the hassle of trying to repair what's there. It's going to be much quicker just to put a new plasterboard on, tape and joint it, and just do it that way. That's my plan. Tape and jointing it. Tape and jointing I can do. Not a huge deal there, because there's a lot less straightening. Whereas when it comes to actual plastering, you've got the whole ceiling or the whole wall to deal with. That's a skill job, and I'm not willing to take. I have done it before, don't get me wrong, but not this big of a scale. And it was a trial. It worked for the time and for the job that needed to be done at the time. I've done it. It was okay, and just moved on. It was alright. It wasn't a big deal. But this big of a job, I can't do a lot of plastering. It will take me forever, and it's not worth it when it comes down to time versus money. I would rather pay someone, and the finish is important, so they might as well just come and do it and get a better job, and you get a guarantee and stuff with it as well. So if something does go wrong, you know. Right, so let's crack on, move on to the other side before this cement dries off, or the mortar, muck. Right, cool. Whoop, whoop. Right, so we have now finished the other side, even though there is a gap just here. You can see a bit of daylight, or I should say light, literally, but there's not much you could do about that until all of this comes out, and that's the part of the flue for the boiler, basically. But what I've just done, I've come onto the other side, because this is all still open. Still got about 4 or 5 courses to go here. Got a bit of cement left, a bit of muck left, so I'm just going to do this. So I've finished off this end just to make sure it's fully cement mucked up, cemented, so that there's no weight issues. Like all the cement will end up taking the weight of this. So I'm just looking to see if it did actually drop in any shape or form. Doesn't really look like it, but you know what, I'm going to fill in these gaps as well. Might as well, just to take up that slack. If there is any, it should take up that slack. Yeah, I think I'll do that, and then it will just take up all the brickwork. Right, let's do that next, and then whatever is remaining after that, we'll do as far as we can, go as far as we can. Probably like, might be able to get one row in, don't know, we'll see. I'll show you in a minute. Whoop, whoop. So this is as far as I've managed to do. Run out of muck, so tomorrow morning, first thing, start back on it, and as you can see here, it's stepped, so that's just going to carry on being stepped up until a point where I'm all the way at the top. It's probably going to be like somewhere there, and then I'm going to leave it at that until this is out. Once that's out, then I'll be able to restart from that's gonna have to come out, that section, that's got to come out, and all of that basically, and then just re-brick the whole lot. I've got more than enough bricks, so that shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, catch you in the morning. Whoop, whoop.